Hi, welcome to Candlelight Restorative. Please gather some props and find a comfortable space where you are, and we'll begin. Also, if you want to play some music, just choose whatever you like, something soothing, something not too loud, and have that also playing for you. I've lit a candle, it's Candlelight Restorative, but you can also light one for yourself. When you come to your spot today to begin, I'd like you to lie down. And you can lie down all the way flat. If you know that you can't lie down flat because it bothers your low back, you can put a bolster or some blankets under your knees. That is the same as lying flat for you. You could also put something under your head if you needed that for your neck or your shoulders. I want you to come to lying down to begin class now, so that you can let yourself rest here in the beginning. And I've mentioned it before, but it's been a while. It's not so easy to rest for most of us. Sure, of course, sometimes we can drop right into it, but it's not always so easy. And I just wanted to mention that in case you are feeling like it's a little bit irritating to be laying down. Please feel your body, whatever it's like right now, whatever you're feeling, whatever is happening. No need to ignore it. And at the same time, as you likely know, no need to really obsess or attach to however you're feeling, whether it's good or agitated or bad or whatever bad might be in your mind. It doesn't matter. What's important is that you're aware of how your body feels at this moment and then this moment, and as the moments pass. Let your mind relax, and one way to do that is to be aware of your forehead, and just let the forehead, be aware of your forehead and then feel it broad and relaxed and kind of spread. And actually just check out for yourself if when you focus on your forehead and its broadness, see if that helps your mind settle a little. And allow your body to be still, and allow your body to be on the floor very solidly. Feeling the floor underneath you is a way to feel more solidly placed on the floor. Allow yourself to be still, allow yourself to relax any amount that you can, and allow your mind to quiet down. Feeling the body, and also being aware of your breathing. Noticing when you inhale and how that expands and opens the torso a bit. And when you exhale, noticing the release, the letting go, the emptying out of the breath from your body. So continue to breathe as you already are doing, and just notice it. If you feel like you want to deepen the breath or make a slight sound, that's also fine. As much as possible, breathe in and out through the nose. Feel the floor that you're laying on. Allow yourself to be still and relax the body as much as you can, and let the mind quiet way down. And then when you're ready, taking your time, go ahead and take your hands overhead, interlace them, and let the pointer fingers point away from you. So your fingers are interlaced, but the pointers are touching. And then as best you can, bring your legs, your feet all the way together, and reach out through your legs, out through your heels, flexing your feet, pulling your toes apart. Extend your arms in one direction and your legs in the other. And at the same time, try to draw your low back, your back waist to the floor. Extending, elongating, keeping your face relaxed, but extending, elongating your limbs. And then you can go ahead and relax the arms and the legs. Let the arms bend, the legs just flop how they want. And then bend one leg, your left leg, or you could bend both if you want, but you're going to roll over to your right to come up. And when you come up, you're not going to come up all the way. You're going to sit back on your heels and take Adho Mukha Virasana or child's pose. So big toes are touching, the knees are wide. Maybe the knees are as wide as your mat, and stretch your arms wide. Oh, yes, wide. So the hands are shoulder width or wider, and walk your hands forward. Rest your head on the floor or use a prop. Keep walking your hands forward and then press your hands down and push the floor away from you. Push your mat away from you and let your low back lengthen. Let your buttocks drop. Let your legs be heavy. Then relax your arms all the way. And breathe easily, breathe freely. Let your forehead lean into the floor. Adjust your hands so they're by your knees so you can use your arm strength to come up to sitting. So you could keep it simple and just sit on the floor, but I really prefer you to sit up on an elevation of a blanket or two. So a little bit of height. And you can take your time and be aware of your breathing as you're doing this and let yourself be slow. When you come up to sitting, if you could sit on your props, just cross your legs simply. And when you get all the way there, you can sit in stillness. You can close your eyes, or you can keep them open. So now in the sitting upright position, you can just make enough effort so that your torso is lifting from the bottom towards the top. And relax your legs and relax your arms. But that trunk in the middle is extending. Drop your chin. And then from here, feel the lift in your torso and keep that, and take your hands forward in front of you. So keep your buttocks sitting down and extend your hands forward on the floor, and also your hands shoulder width or wider. Be here. Push the floor away and let your buttocks descend because you're pushing the floor away. Then walk your hands over to one side. Still keep your arms shoulder width. Let the legs relax. Gaze is on the floor. Then walk your hands to the center. Be in the center for a moment so you're even here in the middle, lengthening the right and left sides of your rib cage. And then walk your hands to the other side. So as your hands are extending to one direction, or arms and hands, push the hands into the floor and drop your buttocks. Lengthen. Then walk your hands back center for a moment. Be here as deep as you can. Maybe you can go deeper now than before. And then walk your hands back up. All the way up. And sit tall. Close your eyes or keep them slightly open. Be aware of your body and how you feel. And be aware of the breathing. All right, if your eyes are all the way closed, open them just enough so you can see. And then I'd like you to come around. Maybe you're already sitting so you stretch your legs long on your mat, or maybe you have to move. But also I'd like you to take a prop, a bolster, or a stack of pillows, couch cushion. And oh, let me see, this is probably gonna be too low for most people. You could use more than just a bolster, but I'm gonna take the block and prop this up. And then you're gonna take also what you were just sitting on before and still sit up on it. And stretch your legs out wide. So when you sit upright with your legs wide, generally it tends to be like a little easier to forward bend for most people than if they're just straight in front of you. So I just want you to hopefully find a prop that you can easily lay over. So this is a block on a high height with a bolster. You could go lower if this is too low, you could use a chair. but you want to have your legs straight, slightly active, and then rest over. You could rest on one cheek, you could rest on your forehead. Relax your arms. Just let your legs be slightly engaged with your feet, slightly flexed. Yeah. Relax your shoulders. It's actually okay if you round a little bit in the shoulders. Rest. Gently be aware of your breathing and let your body rest. Out of this, adjust your hands so they're in a position that makes it easy for you to press your hands into the floor and use your arm strength to lift up. And then what I like you to do is just turn around with your same props, or you can adjust them if you need to. You're sitting so that then you can lay back over them. Draw your knees to the sides and take your feet into Baddha Konasana. And the blankets that you have, put them under your thighs. So it's like this. So you have Baddha Konasana, then the blankets are under the thighs as you lay back. You can see that. It's just for extra comfort. Your legs can drop lower, but keep them up a little so it's softer on the connection of where the thighs meet the pelvis. Use your hands behind you to help you extend your torso and lay back. Tuck your shoulders and palms up at your sides. It should be comfortable. Drop your chin slightly. Let yourself rest. Quiet stillness now. Easy, quiet stillness. And breathe low into your belly. And when you can, with your mind's attention, notice where your belly button is. And when you inhale, let the belly button lift and spread so it becomes like a thin line or something like that. It doesn't have to be all the way thin. And then releasing all the way out. Just gently follow this rhythm and have this slight visual in your mind. prepare yourself to come out by lifting one leg up a bit so the foot's on the floor and feeling what that feels like. Let your low back relax. Then bend the other leg and let that foot be on the floor. And let your low back relax. Probably presses into the prop you're on. And taking your time, you can roll to your side. And so this one, you can use the same prop, or you can adjust if the prop you have isn't quite right. But it's just gentle, slight inversion. You can come into it different ways. Oh, let me see here. You could also have more height than just, this is just a one bolster. You could take blanket and build some more height. So here. Two bolsters would be too high. You can see. Depends if they're fluffy. If they're firm, they'd be too high. So you're gonna sit up on this. And the gentlest way to come down into this is to lay on your side and roll onto your back so that your pelvis, your buttocks is up on the elevation. So that's high. Then your chest, your heart is lower, and then your head is even lower. Then feet on the floor. You can tuck your shoulders under and palms up. So this is an inversion. This is a restorative class, so it's gentle. It should feel gentle. So there's a certain amount of intensity just having your pelvis up like this and then head down, but it's not muscular. And your legs should be comfortable. You could play around with variations of the legs, maybe Baddha Konasana. Legs out, feet together, just like you're doing before. That might be too much for you. You could play around with what's it like if they're straight. Does that feel good? Or keep them bent. Soft, smooth, easy breathing. Allowing yourself to be still. Breathe easily, softly, smoothly. You can take your hands to your belly or your torso if you'd like. I say if you like because it's possible your arms are so comfortable where they are, but it's also possible they're slightly uncomfortable. Mine is just like how it is right now. It feels more relaxing to have my hands on my torso. Take 2 slightly deeper inhalations and exhalations. When you're done, take your legs in towards your chest and roll over to the right. And carefully come up without straining. The next pose is Setu Bandha Sarvangasana with support. So I'm just going to take a blanket and cover my mat. And that's partially for padding and also partially so that you can easily see what I'm doing. You're going to use the same, well, you're going to use a bolster or something that you're using as a bolster towards kind of one side of your mat setup. Then you're going to sit on the back end of the bolster and lay down over it and then adjust off just enough so your head's on the floor and then your shoulders, palms up at your sides. And then straighten your legs and flex your feet. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Try to be have as much of your torso up on the bolster or the prop you're using as possible. Maybe use some blankets over that, Cynthia, to firm it up. And then if your low back isn't bothering you, you can relax your legs. Taking your time, bend your legs and just slide off. The last pose is Shavasana. If you have an eye pillow or something to cover your eyes, please grab that. If you need to put something on so you're warm, please do. Definitely want you to have a blanket that will cover your torso, that will cover you so you feel like you have a shield over you. If you like, it's optional. You can put your bolster under your knees, lengthen your low back, tuck your shoulders under. Something under your head or not, be comfortable. Be comfortable. Let yourself relax all the way. Take 2 long, slow inhalations and exhalations. Breathe normally when you're done. You can take your time to bend one leg and let the foot rest and the leg rest in a bent position. And then bend the other leg. Let the foot and leg rest. And roll over to your side. Your legs bent. And use your arms to help lift you up to sitting. Lift your torso from bottom to top, broaden your chest. Relax your face. And if you like, you can bring your hands together in Namaste position at your sternum. Feel the peaceful balance in your body, the peaceful balance within your mind, and keep this with you. Namaste. Go slow, do very little or nothing for a while.